Usually this is what happens to the domestic waste collected in large cities. It goes then to landfills or is incinerated. The dramatic situation reached forced the creation of a new process that reuse the rejects, reduce the landfill volumes, sanify the landfill materials and do not pollute. After all, a system that, besides efficient as urban rejects processor, is self-sustained and profitable. The SANCLAR system has been created with this purpose. The process is developed into a special digester with circular oscillant movement at 180 centigrades and 150 psi and creates high technology conditions to sanify, classify and separate waste. The system accomplishes all legal requirements, preserves the health of people involved with such activities, and is self-sustainable, generating profits for businessmen and for the country regarding carbon credits and prevented methane emission. At arrival to the SANCLAR unit, the waste is not more touched by persons and is mechanically transported to the digester. Moisture, temperature, and steam pressure dissolve the cellulosic material while sanitizing and converted it to fibrous material. The moisture arising from the steam evaporation is eliminated by the chimney with combustion chamber, absorption of the smell generated by fungi or bacteria, and the combustible residuals of the processed waste. The chimney expels only carbon dioxide and water. Once the digestion is completed, the material is discharged, decontaminated and dried on a belt conveyor where it's classified and sorted out. Metallic containers come out clean, without labels or protection, vanish, and crushed by the movement of the digester. Plastics are softened and dissolved by the steam and then chopped. This procedure is easy and equivalent to recycling. The volume of the material processed corresponds to 20 or 25% of the original gross material. The cost of such facilities is lower than the equivalent for incineration and allows profits at the recycling and carbon or methane credits. The resulting gas and cellulose feed the combustion of a installed boiler and can also be sold to run turbines, boilers, and engines or stoves. Methane gas is obtained through anaerobic digestion of the organic residuals, which is used for combustion or compound fertilizer. The cellulosic materials fiber associated to plastics allows the manufacture of parts, vessels, wave-roofing tiles, and the substitute of wooden articles. The SANCLAR facilities are foreseen for a defined processing of thousands of tons a year. The system, however, allows unlimited expansions. The automation applied to the operations reduces the operational costs, increases the profitability, and speeds up the return of the capital. The SANCLAR processes consider a MDL pattern as it does not pollute the atmosphere and the soil or the water. Considering the capacity of the installed unit, the construction of a thermoelectric plant fed by the cellulosic residuals and the gas is perfectly viable. Having in mind the pressure of the society against the landfills and the cost and time required for the pollution, the option for the SANCLAR processes is an act of good sense and civilization. SANCLAR, a patriotic, profitable, efficient solution addressed to the human being and generating recyclable and innovative usable products of good quality, alternative combustibles and fertilizers. A successful and modern solution for the pollution and overheating problems which threaten our planet.